A lot of companies wonder how they can re-energize their recognition programs. They say, Bob, we've got some programs in place, but they just don't seem to have the punch that you talk about. They're not as fun, they're not as exciting, and how can we get that life back into the programs? And I say you got to start with what you got. You got to find out why it's not working. You've got to pull together a group, a sampling that represents all part of your organization to examine what's not working, and to get the worst critics on board to find out the biggest problems with those programs, and then systematically take those problems on. And it may be, sometimes it's easier just to do away with the program altogether and now go to something else that's more effective, that's more energizing. I find a lot of times when you go to an energizing program, to me it talks about using flexibility of doing something you've never done before. And I couldn't have written a book called 1,001 Ways to Reward Employees if I didn't feel that a freshness of approach is what can be most motivating. And so you might consider trying something you've never done before to see how it works. And if it works well, build on that and do even more. If it doesn't work, you can always go back to what you were doing. Those are some of the ways I've seen that energies that have gotten life back into this topic of recognition. And remember also that you can have important aspects of recognition that aren't captured in a program per se, but can be more in the daily activities of the things that people do in their interactions and the tools that they have to acknowledge those around them.